Good evening, everybody, and well done for getting glory. I thought I thought no one was going to get that, I have to say, but you got it. You got it absolutely perfectly. Um, and Lou said it's two tenths for him. I think that's all cool. How the devil are you? I'm just glad that we haven't been blown away here. Unfortunately, some folks in the UK have been really hit, and I understand you got the worst of it, Will's Workshop down in Plymouth. But I thought that's probably a good place to start. So without further ado, well, the weather in the UK, as you can probably tell, is chucking it down the rain. Luckily, we don't have the winds that I know most of the country have been getting today. But yeah, it is absolutely chucking it down the rain. Looking at the thermometer here, it's actually not too bad. It's 15 degrees according to this, Celsius, 60 something. I don't know. But there you go, nasty weather. Whoa! God, I've got an indent and an outdent then. Yeah, the weather in the UK at the moment is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy stuff. Let me just show you this. If I go into the second monitor here, this whole band over here hits the whole of the Cornwall area and Plymouth and all around there, and it looks like it's hitting Amsterdam at the moment. Pretty nasty with some nasty winds as well. But us in Corby, look, we haven't got any of the winds and hardly any of the rain, although it is raining at the moment. This is the nasty area here. So it's been pretty crazy in the UK at the moment. My garden is a little bit flooded though. I am drinking a nice Kraken tonight to warm the cockles. Now, earlier on in the week on Monday, I had the pleasure of Robert Beveridge and his wife Leslie came over, and they treated me to some rum and Mrs. Wayne some gin. Now, this rum is Kraken rum, but it's black cherry with Madagascar vanilla. Now, I've mixed that with some Coke, and it tastes nice. You can taste the cherry. But trust me, if you are trying this, mix it with lemonade, you got an alcoholic version of cherry Coke. It is crazy, but it tastes really nice. So that's like my new favourite drink at the moment. Hello, Christopher from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
It's good that I can get out of the way, so I know where I am now. Now, I've got a big thank you at the moment to Ian from Partwork Upgrades. Let me, Ian, let me go to my magic QR codes. Look, this is the Partwork Upgrade site here at the moment. Now, they've got discounts on in November, which I'll tell you that at the moment. On the Patreon stream last night, I was saying how I've nicked about there's a good 10 tea towels of Mrs. Wayne, and she can't find Ian in the house now. So Ian got loads of these Partwork upgrade colour. Look, it all matches the colour down there. Tea towels for me. I've got a whole stack of them now for all my resin printing. Because obviously I'm really going into this in a big way at the moment. But Partwork Upgrades do have an offer on for the whole of November. And I think I've got a little graphic. Look, check this. How's this for being prepared? They're basically going to be discounting. Is it every order? Is it every order? Do you have to buy a certain amount? But you put that code in and the discount could be 10, 20 or 30%. If you're not getting the discount you want, Ian recommends going in the next day and seeing if it does give you the discount you want. So that's what's going on at Partwork Upgrades at the moment. So if you need any Partworks that they stock there, there's a QR code and the links on the screen as well. And you'll be able to get some discounts through the whole of Modvember. I like that, Modvember. Very good. Let's turn that one. Oops, turn that one off. Look, I gave you a tease there. Now, my resin printer, I'm doing Maximilian, which is over there at the moment. You saw it last week. Haven't done any more apart from just gluing some shoulders. But I want to do something a bit more challenging for this printer because I've got some extra bits for it. I've now got a curing station and a wash station. And I think the wash station, I'm going to do a video at the weekend because I've only just found out that if you put isopropyl alcohol in a sonic wash station, you're going to have a bad time. There's a good chance of it blowing up. But I know a way to do it where it won't blow up at all. So I'm going to show you how to do that with a wash station. But I want to print Wonder Woman. Now, I'm just trying to find... Stand by. Just looking around. No, I can't find it at the moment. I thought I had a piece to show you from it. But this is what I am going to be printing. Now, this is by the same person that did the Gremlin statue up here, which is hidden at the moment, and the Talos statue. Cephon 66, Michael Balearis. And it looks absolutely amazing. Now, the reason why I want to print that is A, it's got lots of fiddly details in it, and B, I haven't really done a model with lots of skin tones. I did Robocop's face, but I want to do something a bit more like that. I've never done a model like that. So I started printing this out, and I printed it to the scale that he wanted us to print, and it was actually quite small. I've actually thrown it away now, so I've upped it a little bit, made it 150%. So it's going to stand around about 25 centimeters, I think. But that's my new challenge. So that's why I'm going to test this machine out by printing Wonder Woman, washing it, curing it, and doing some other stuff to it. Now, the other stuff that I've got is, if you remember when I advertised this, now at the moment till the end of November, you do get £80 off that if you use code Wayne. It's not a standalone printer, but they have got a Wi-Fi adapter for it now. So the firmware, when you plug this in, will recognize that as a Wi-Fi printer. You can link that to your network, and that is an 8K printer, and this is brilliant. Rather than bring out another piece, another printer which is 12K, because there's a lot of 12Ks out at the moment, they now do an upgrade where you can upgrade that to a 12 grade kit. So that 8K printer is shortly going to be a 12K printer once I've done that. I've got to figure out how to do it. Once again, I'll be doing that on the channel, because if I want to break it or I can't figure out how to put it back together, that's what I'm going to be doing, is watching my own video to figure out what I've done there. So, you know, I always have these monologues when I go in, so I'm just checking that I've done absolutely everything here. The other thing in the news at the moment, if you're a sci-fi fan, is I understand that the original Enterprise has been found. Now, this is the Enterprise that was used in The Cage, the pilot episode before Star Trek got cancelled and then it was re-brought up again. From what I understand, Gene Roddenberry loaned this out to someone and never got it back, and it just disappeared. But it was found apparently in a storage container, and there it is. And I think the latest news is it has been confirmed that this is the actual original filming model for the pilot, which is pretty crazy. So I think that's pretty amazing news if that's the case. The guy was trying to sell it on eBay for $1,000 apparently. Perhaps he didn't know what he had, or he was the one that took it. I don't know. But that's all fun. Have I finished everything on my list? There's one other thing on the list, and that is if I go to my QR codes here, I have a Patreon channel, and there's the link for the Patreon, and it's only $1 to join, and I do streams every Wednesday, and I normally give some background information or some stuff that's going on the site as well. Well, every month I do a draw on the Patreon channel normally, and whoever wins that draw, all patrons are entered into it. As long as you're a patron, you'll be entered just automatically into it. On that draw, I normally give an item of merchandise from the merch store to that person. But in the last 3 months, since we hit 400 patrons, I've been giving away stuff from the workshop. And the first thing I gave away was to Steve over in America, and he got the £450 squid that I had. Then Eddie Wells won last month, and he got the petrol engine, which is about £300. And the winner of tonight's one is going to get a prize valued at around about £300, including, or not including, the merch t-shirt as well. So we do that every month if you are a patron. If you want to join the Patreon channel, just follow that link again or scan the code. We have some fun over there. But I'm going to be drawing that, because I normally draw it on the 2nd. I'm going to be drawing that live right now. So I've already put the names in the wheel of names here. As you can see, they're all listed down here. Let me drag this down all the way to the bottom. And as you can see, everybody's names are on there. So who, out of all the patrons, is going to win for November? I'm going to click it. Where it stops, nobody knows. So the winner is, and I will email you after the stream, okay, whoever this is. It is John Hollyoak. John Hollyoak, you are a winner. I don't think you've ever won before, so that's brilliant news, and I will email you to let you know about your prize and how we're going to get that to you. I don't know where you live, John, so hopefully if you're in the UK, it'd be cheaper on the postage. If you're elsewhere, it's going to be expensive. I think so. It's going to be a medium-sized box, so I already know what's going to you. So that was the Patreon draw, so congratulations to John Hollyoak. I'm glad we did that on the main channel rather than the Patreon channel. There's a few more people just to officiate to make sure I've done it perfect. Okay, I'm going to try and catch up with chat now, because I haven't caught up with chat. Oh, and the other thing is that all you folks in the US, remember, last Sunday we put our clocks back. Now, I understand in America on November 5th you're putting your clocks back. So at the moment we're in this limbo period where our time zones don't match as normal, which is probably why a lot of people came to the stream early. But yeah, at the moment it's now 8 p.m. in the UK. But hopefully that will match up to you US folk after Sunday. So all cool. Another film you haven't seen, Everyone Must See Glory. I'm telling you, it's a brilliant film. That film had me in tears at the end. Absolutely brilliant film. Hello, Hector. And hello, Gary Whitfield. Koza, how's things down here? Are you still in, is it Worcestershire? Are you still down that way? Hi, Philip. You're going to start the LaFerrari soon. Well, next week I've been looking what I have to do, and I think I'm going to have an Agora Models week next week. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Millennium Falcon. I am going to try and get this wash station video out for the weekend, but next week I want to do the Alien, Titanic, Mercedes, LaFerrari, and I'm hoping if I can get it, because I haven't got it yet, the Optimus Prime Pack 7. I understand 6 and 7 got posted out to you folks in America, so you're ahead of me now. So I'll have to watch your videos and figure out what I'm doing. So we've done the feet, but I haven't done the legs. I believe box 7 is the legs. You had to spend €400 on new front brakes. Oh, I hate it when MOT time or maintenance time comes around. So Krober, so that really the whole of the south coast got hit, and it hit Cornwall. So you had it bad in the middle of the morning then, Chris? Wow. Is there much flooding going around in Cornwall? And has that stopped all the roadworks outside your house? I'm guessing it probably did. Because they cancelled all the trains from London. It's wet in Liverpool, David, is it? Well, tomorrow's supposed to be okay. There's no rain tomorrow, thank God, because even though it's bonfire night for us, firework night on Sunday, a lot of displays happen on the Friday. So I'm taking my kids to a display tomorrow. You had to go to the man cave from the man cave to watch this stream. Oh, I've had a day where I've done my filming and I thought I'm just going to chill out this afternoon. So I've put the Christmas tree up. So Mrs. Welderwayne had a shock. I've put the Christmas tree up because, you know, it's too dark out there. I want some nice flashy lights in the house. But I thought I'd sit down and watch a couple of films. So I watched The Force Awakens because I've been having a Star Wars rewatch. I've watched the original trilogy. I've watched the prequels and I've just started the new ones. The Force Awakens barely makes it through as an okay film, but I know the next two are going to be a struggle for me big time. But I will watch them because it's the OCD in me now. You thought it was Dances with Wolves. I love the extended version of Dances with Wolves, the 4-hour version. I haven't got it. I wish I did have it, but no. You're glad the Conker tree. I bet that must be really hammering into that shed. You've still got the shed, yeah? Sweet. Thought the rock would have vanished with some of the winds. We didn't really get any winds up here, Will's workshop. It was basically just all completely round us. It was going through the English Channel, so to speak. Will, listen, I haven't posted that stuff out. I don't think I have forgot because I didn't chase Mrs. Welderwayne. She is aware and it is still waiting to go, but I have got it here. I haven't forgot. Okay, Will's workshop. I'm just terrible at remembering things when there's a lot on. Yeah, they're calling it Storm Kieran, but it's not. It's pronounced Kieran, is it? It's pronounced Keron, something like that. It's got a little umlaut thing or whatever they call it, an accent above the A. Strange names. It's the low 70s here in Florida. you just enjoy your sunbathing there, Wayne. Now I think we got off lightly, Paul. Kraken is now available in coffee flavour too. Really? Well, I'll tell you what, that black cherry, is some good stuff. It just sounds posh. Black cherry and Madagascar vanilla. But no, it is a nice drink. And I was a bit generous on it. Because when you have a flavoured Kraken, I don't think you're meant to mix it. But I thought I will mix it. I have mixed it with Coke. I do prefer it mixed with lemonade, I have to say. Yeah, did you get much damage then, Will's Workshop? Down in Plymouth? And there's trees down in Kent. That's bad. I heard it's really nasty in Guernsey and Jersey as well. Hi, the Riz. How's it going? Hello from Colorado. Wow. There's a lot of folks in from still want the Back to the Future soundboard. I realised something, and I will stress this on tomorrow's Millennium Falcon build, that I thought we were building the Millennium Falcon from the D'Agostini era, and even though some of the parts are probably all the same, the magazines are completely different. They're actually making references and photos to Force Awakens and all the new films that come out. which obviously they weren't even out when the Millennium Falcon first came out. So I don't know if they've got a new editorial staff which are changing the magazines or something. But it's interesting. That's why I'm going to take a little bit of extra time tomorrow, I think, to look at those magazines. Chroma is calm. That's what I like to hear. Hello, Craig. How's it going? You like that model, Svi? I need to do a figurine, and believe me, I've been watching your Jedi one that you made. So I've been getting tips from your Jedi, because this figurine it comes, it's in pieces. So I've just got it in here at the moment. Actually, I don't know if you can see this. Look, hanging down there. It's printed perfectly. I've done the torso and the head, but the arms come separate, which are actually separated by arm bands, so it's quite easy. The thighs are separate from the legs, which is really weird. And then the hands are already holding the instruments. And then you've got these lovely, great wings on the back of it. I just think it would just be a nice model to print and have on display, because I don't have many figurines. It's just these two are the only figurines really I've got. So I need to do more figurines. Hello, Ian. How's it going? You've had one advert so far. It's amazing the power of adverts. I must keep this John Hollyoake thing on the screen, otherwise I'll forget, because I said, mind of a goldfish. See, I can disable ads on YouTube, and I can put ads in. So at the moment, if I went like this, I'm guessing a lot of you had an ad. Some of you probably didn't have an ad. Some of you are probably thinking, what the hell's just happened? But YouTube have this feature on live streams, which I have to physically go in and stop to put ads randomly wherever they feel is the best place to put them. Can you imagine watching a live stream with that happening? And you get these ads that you probably just saw pop up everywhere. So that's why every stream I have to, I've got this open. Look, let me show you on my monitor. I have this open to make sure I disable that from happening, because God, that would just annoy the hell out of me. Gary, I have thought about doing Bob, but the Bob that they've got to print is immaculate. I'd need to smash it up. It is immaculate. I'll have to show you the file, but it's immaculate. I really need the bent version and stuff like that. And the guy who makes them is obviously clinical with measurements and stuff like that. But for the smashed up versions, you are going to need some sort of sculpting skill on Blender or Fusion or whatever you use. So, all cool. That's a lot of Ks. What did you think of my my little hold screen? Let me just show you. If you didn't see this, I was doing this before the stream started. So let me just turn that off and that off. This is what the hold screen looks like. I'll show you again. I'm a sucker for the old BBC test pattern with the girl and the chalk. So I thought I'll do my own thing. We had some fun there. Agora doing a 6-pack advance too. Is that for the Optimus Prime mark? I wasn't aware of that. Now, in a couple of weeks, obviously the Telford Scale Model World show's on. And Agora models are going to be there. They're actually bringing the DB5, and they're also bringing a mystery model. Don't know what it is, but I will soon find out when we're there. When I say we, I did announce it last week, but Lou and Phil are coming over. So we are going to be going to Telford on that Saturday, which is the 11th, is it? Saturday, I think it's Saturday the 11th. We're going to be at Telford at the Scale Model World Show. And on the Sunday, if you can't see us there, we're at the London Film and Comic Con, the winter one at the Kensington Olympia. So that should be fun. We'll either be in a queue for Karen Gillian, or I want to meet Brian Blessed and Sylvester McCoy. That's, I think, Vision's there as well, Paul Bettany. So it should be a good show, that one. Wow, Gregory, you're in Las Vegas. I bet it's crazy out in Vegas at the moment, Gregory, with this Grand Prix. I've heard they've ripped everything up. It's hard to see the Bellagio fountains now. And I don't know, if I was a tourist, I'd be miffed. I went to London during the London Olympics, and they boarded off everywhere. Green Park, you couldn't see Buckingham Palace because they boarded it all off. So if you came to London during the Olympics, you wouldn't be able to go sightseeing because everything they blocked up. They don't want people watching for free, you see. So I don't know, as a resident, I don't know if you're a resident, Gregory, or if you're just on holiday there. I don't think I'd be too happy about it. Especially for a race which just lasts over 4 days. But you've got months of disruptions. Not good. That is amazing news, isn't it, Mikey? When I first saw the story, I thought, yeah, that's a rip-off. But apparently it's kosher. Big time. You're a Patreon member. You're on the list. Hello, Todd. How's it going? I don't know if John's in here tonight. John Hollyoak. So we'll have to find out. I'll email him later and tell him to watch the live stream. It's never me. You know what, David? Mrs. Rhoda Wayne says that because she's on there as well. She's a paying Patreon, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne is, but she never wins as well. So there you go. Poor old Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's. I haven't received anything at the moment, Ian, but you know what? It does take a while to come. I would say anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks by post, unless you sent it FedEx or, you know, DPD or one of these UPS. I don't know what the other ones are. It will take about 6 weeks to come through. Trust me. Can you turn your volume up? What, this volume? I can't, no. I'm at maximum. So this is as loud as I can get it. Sorry. I'm at maximum. I could talk really close to the microphone, but no. If I do that, it would be like reading an audio book, wouldn't it? It'd be like, I got to do this. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a... It's like a radio voice, isn't it? I need to read the new Jack Reacher talking about reading. I haven't read it yet. I need to get that. I normally bang on it with that, but I haven't watched. I think it's called The Secret. I'm normally bang on it with reading a bit of Jack Reacher. Yeah, we're not talking, Gregory. I rage quit the game last week. I thought we were going to really hammer the Cowboys, but yeah, I rage quit and watched something else instead. That was shameful, absolutely shameful. But you know what? I expected to have a terrible year, so actually getting some wins this year, not too bad, not too bad. And we've got Nuka Pakua. Nuka Pakua. What a wonderful phrase. Oh, what's the word? He goes, he's our problem free. He wide receives. Puka Nakua. It's an NFL joke, people. Oh, you're living in Wiltshire? Look, I was completely off by it. I knew it began with W. It was going to be Worcestershire, Warwickshire, or Wiltshire. So one of them. You lost your job? Oh, no. That's not good. I hope you can sort yourself out again, Gary. It's your birthday tomorrow, John Mortimer, is it? Oh, hang on then. Hang on, because we're not here tomorrow. Bang! Happy birthday for tomorrow, John. I understand you're 50 years old, is that right? 50 years old. 69. Where was I could make so many jokes about that age, but no, you are 50 years old, John. Happy 50th today, John. Oh, bless you. Have you got anything nice planned for your birthday? Oh, Chris is giving me an update on those roadworks. The A30 roadworks stopped just for one night, and yes, some coastal towns have flooding. I'm on top of a hill, so it's just windy. God. Burgess, you changed your rear brakes the other day and one wheel hub and ABS centre. Car passed the MOT this week. That's good news. My MOT is not till June next year, so I'm happy. Don't have to worry about that. It's not too early for a Christmas tree. It's just nice to have nice twinkling lights on these cold, rainy nights. So I've got candles, fake candles, obviously not real ones. Got the Christmas tree lights on. It's not decorated yet. That's Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's job. I put the tree up. So, nice. The wind is rocking the caravan rocking. Oh my God. Having a Southern Comfort. You know, that used to be my drink growing up, Gary. I had a Southern Comfort lemonade thing. Back in the 80s, it was either that or Pernod and Black. But no, it's got it. This black cherry Kraken at the moment. It's crazy. Is anyone else having problems with hearing me? I'm looking at my bar and it's really up to like -6 decibels. So I'm hoping you can hear me. Dance Rules, another great one. Brings to tears my eyes at the end. It's a great film. Absolutely brilliant. I remember, Jason, first time that came out, I didn't have a clue what it was about. And I was at school and I remember in my lunch break, I thought I'll put it on and just see what it's about. So the lunch break started at 12 and I never went back to school. Don't tell my parents that, but I was watching the 3 hours of Dances with Wolves. Brilliant film. Absolutely brilliant. You finally finished your Lamax Christmas Village. I've just got out my... I don't know if you remember me saying, Anthony, I got the Winter Garden and it doesn't work. I think what I might do is open it up on stream. I know you did... Was it you who told me that there is a place that repairs them? My Winter Garden, I paid £100 for this with people dancing inside. It just doesn't work anymore and I don't know why. So I need to get that fixed. I'm 10 minutes behind on chat. I'm not doing too bad tonight, am I? So... It's November. You know what, Ken? They're normally up earlier for me. I normally have them up half-term week for the kids. So that's the last week in October. And I've mentioned this before. I used to decorate the tree in Nightmare Before Christmas paraphernalia because it's some Halloween, some Christmas. And then come Christmas, I just took the cobwebs and spiders off the tree and I've got a Christmas tree. So I used to make Halloween and Christmas one thing, if you like. But saying that, I mean, my decorations come down really quick. So normally after Boxing Day, they're down. I don't keep them up past Boxing Day. So I like the build-up, not so much the event, if that makes sense. Am I doing Fan Homes ET? Damn straight I'm doing Fan Homes ET. I'm a big ET fan, so yeah, that's definitely on the cards. I know Kevin Clifford said that there's like 14 models coming out between now and April or something. I don't know how many of them I can do because I really am at my limit at the moment. Until things start finishing, the Alpine is almost finished. The Knight Rider is almost finished. So that's 2 off the table. But I'm pretty much committed with the others, so a lot to do. I've got another thing just to tell you about, and that is on Monday. So there's going to be some changes to the streams. Not next week's streams, but the streams after. I'm going to be doing the Patreon stream on the Thursday. And I'm going to be doing the normal stream that we're doing tonight on the Wednesday. So it'll be switched. But I will let you know on social media and you'll see it as well. So not next week, but the week after. Normal stream will be on the Wednesday. Patreon stream will be on the Thursday. And the whole reason for that is because I've understand that Hornby and Airfix have now got a new museum and stuff all over, or like a big building now at their headquarters in Margate. And I've been invited to it. So I'm going down there on the Monday to have a look at it and see what it's all about. So that's not this Monday, next Monday. And it just throws my whole week out. But I'm looking forward to that. Storm Karen. Great build on the Enterprise D. I mean, those builds skimp me, Mark. You know, all the special effects on there. That, you know, that's my budget gone for the year. IBA's combustion temp is 399 degrees C. If Uniformation washing machine gets that hot, then there's something wrong with it. No, Garrick, it's not the combustion temp of it. I mean, it's never in a million years going to heat it up to that temperature. I'd be lucky to get about 10 degrees. The problem is that ultrasonic vibrations are causing the fumes, and it's the fumes which would ignite things, not the actual liquid. So if I've got a spark in the workshop or the transducer sparks, it's going to cause a flash. Bit like working in a flower factory, you know, you can't have lighted matches in flower factories. The flower in itself isn't combustible, but when it's in its powdered form, it's really deadly. So I don't want to risk it. And there's a lot of sites on the internet tell you not to as well. The other reason why I don't want to put isopropyl alcohol into that as well is because I've seen over time that it can corrode the transducer and even the steel as well. So I don't want to do that. So there is another way anyway that I can still use it to clean not only my glasses and jewelry, but also resin prints with isopropyl alcohol. So I'll be showing you how to do that. But yeah, it's not the liquid itself, it's the fumes that come off of it. Welsh Piper. Hello, Welsh Piper. How many builds have you got going on at the moment, Mark, in the UK? Well, on my social media, I posted the boxes. I think there was a stacking box of 18. You see, I've got some down here as well. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21. The Poacher's 22. And over here, I've got the Alpine 23 and 23. That's what I'm doing at the moment. 23 builds. 23 builds with 20 days work time in a month, which means I have to do some builds at the weekends. There you go. A friend of yours has had their Xmas tree up since the 15th of October. I would, Wayne, but Esther's never going to let me. It was 1 degree C. Wait a minute, 1 degree C here in Houston, Texas. Very early for that. Oh, my God. I didn't think, like, in states like Houston, even Vegas, that you get cold temperatures. But I went to Vegas in January in 2007. 2007. And the lake of the Mirage had frozen over. I'd never in a million years thought I'd see that. Crazy stuff. Yes, it's pronounced Keron. It's got the little figgy bob. It's the boy's name, the figgy bob. No one knows what it's called. You left Cyprus 34 degrees, only raining in Cheshire. Oh, my God. Edward, I've got another bunch of posters to send you, so they'll be on the way. I will let Mrs. Welder Wayne know that. Hopefully, she'll post them at the same time she does yours, Will. Hello, Milan. It's been mega wet and windy on the canal today. I bet it has. Keeping the boat going straight was a challenge with the crosswind. I'm surprised you just didn't moor up and let it pass. That would freak me out big time. But remember, if you're ever down this way, passing on the Great Union Canal, then give me a bell. And we'll meet up for a drink. I don't know what it's like back in Wales. You're in Mallorca till tomorrow. Don't come back, Kevin. Stay there. Stay there for the winter. That's my advice. Oh, the Prime Optimus looking great. It does look great. What I did is, someone said about the fire. The fire is a little bit loose. You can't tighten it anymore. It's tightened as much as it is. I think that sleeve, remember we put a white sleeve on it? That's just dictating how much it bends. So what I've done is I've used my old trick, which is putting some now polish hardener on the joint. And it just swells things a little bit, which has made it a lot more durable. So, but the screws can't go in any tighter. Bob is whose uncle? You must have heard that expression, haven't you? Bob's your uncle? It must be an English thing. I get a rubbish Temu ad. Did you? Is that what you got? Oh my God, Temu are on my channel. I never know what ads run. I mean, I get ads all the time. I get ads on my own videos. Get that? So when I'm watching my own videos on TV because someone's pointed out, well, it normally happens that I've made a mistake and I'm like, did I? So I check it. I have to wait like 2 minutes for the adverts to run. That's the way, having an ad blocker, that sorts you out. No, I've got a new ad blocker. There we go. Ad break times 2 already. I only pressed it once. I'm not pressing it again. So that's interesting. Need the sound too for the test card. I didn't, well, yeah, I should put some sound on it, shouldn't I? I'll put some cheesy sound on it next time. But, I love that old test card. Things to remind me of old-fashioned TVs is that test card. And do you remember the schools and colleges programs that used to have the countdown clock and the dots would disappear before the program start? And you had things like Look and Listen, Stop, Look and Read, The King's Dragon and Wordy. Do you remember all of them? If you're in the UK, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you would have had them in school. How We Used to Live. They were great programs. That is the epitome of old-fashioned TV time. 80s TV to me. If you ever do a Star Wars 3D print, don't print a lightsaber in transparent resin. It's so brittle and doesn't carry light well at all. I made that mistake so you don't have to. Fair enough. I will remember that. I don't have any transparent resin. I do have transparent filament, funny enough, in my filament printer. I keep using the Anycubic grey at the moment. But I don't know if anyone does resin printing. What's this water washable resin like? Is that any good? Because I was going to experiment with it. At the moment, I've just been using your basic resin. But I've never tried water washable resin, so... Wait, was an ad on Phil's Florey's live show 2 nights ago without them putting them in. Really? Wow. Well, that's interesting because I do have a facility for that, but because I've turned it off now, it doesn't show up. I'll have to show you that next time and show you what it looks like. The Bond Lotus. I think it's more to do with the helicopter that they were advertising, Wayne Weatherwax. I'm guessing it could be an Apache. If it was a 5-blade, it could be a Sea King. I don't know. Could it be a helicopter at all? Do you remember they showed like a silhouette of some rotors going round? It was on their newsletter, but yeah, we didn't hear anything of it. But I will find out a week Saturday. Kiran, I'm glad you spelt it right. It's an Irish name. Ah, right, okay. Good evening, Ralph. How the devil are you? And Matthias, how's it going? Boyd did it, did he? You know, Gary, you know what? I watched Boyd because obviously he was doing the polar lights. Me and Boyd have exactly the same taste in everything. It's really weird. And it wasn't until I started building the Polar Lights refit that I even knew Boyd existed on Trekworks. He's a really swell guy. So he's on my featured channels now. I keep him on the featured channels, so I do love his site. It's the mystery bus from Scooby-Doo. Hello, Adrian. How's it going? Mystery model, I would say either the Lotus or it's an unveiling something maybe an advantage from the Living Daylights. I don't know. We haven't seen anything about that yet. I think the next Bond is going to be the Esprit, I'm sure. But I will find out. As soon as I know, you'll know, because I will be like a roving reporter at Telford. If you want to challenge, Wayne, do Johnny 5 from Short Circuit. I don't need to. There's a guy in Nottingham that's done that already. I'd love to meet him. I know he goes to some film conventions. You never know. He might be at the London Film and Comic Con. So he's only down the road in Nottingham as well. Yeah, they're covered in temporary stands. It's crazy. You're going to be in Vegas for the F1. I've heard the hotel rooms crazy prices, Wayne. Is that true? Because, you know, if there's still prices, then I may look to go next year in November time. Although, no, I wouldn't be able to do that because I just got myself in trouble there. See, Mrs. Welder Wayne can't have time off during school time because she's a teacher. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. It's the SEMA show in Vegas right now. So all the airbrush guys from all over the globe have invaded there except me. They should put it in January or something, Sophie. It's nice and cheap prices to get out there, then. That's why I went to Vegas in January, back in 2007. It made me laugh because I think I've told you this before, but we went in January and they had a concrete convention going on at the convention centre. And it packed it out. The whole place was packed out. I didn't realise there was such a market for concrete. And like there was different colour concretes. There was different companies selling concrete, different companies showing the concrete. And it's just like, how much can you say about concrete? But yeah, they had a concrete event. It was crazy. How goes the Maximilian print? It's good. I mean, at the moment, I've got... Let me show you. It's... Obviously, we've done the head. I mean, that's immaculate how that was a first time print that was. But printing flat surfaces is really hard. So I had to print this in two. But this is the shoulder. It's all one piece now. I have filled this. So I do need to sand that and then prime it. So you won't see, even though you see a gap there, it's already filled with resin. But printing flat pieces, which are thin on a resin printer, is a real difficult thing to do. So I learned that the hard way. So really, these sort of pieces I should have done on the filament printer. And then I could mix and match between resin and filament. But this wouldn't look the same on a filament printer. Look how smooth that is. So that was all printed with that unification. Great to see Vincent in the background. He's still not finished. Look, he hasn't got the decals on yet. He needs the decals. And I've got a little bit of painting to do on his legs, which I haven't done at the moment. But at the moment, he's doing the job of sitting there. I understand that Ian from Partwork Upgrades has got a stand on its way. So I'm going to try and get him on a stand so he's hovering around about there. So that's going to be cool. You want to go out and watch the Isle of Man TT? That looks deadly, man. I watched pictures of that and videos. Yep, the Optimus is looking really good. And I didn't expect that, the new one to come through to complete the leg. That just came out the blue. I mean, I had a delivery today of, what do I have today? I've had the next Star Trek Enterprise, believe it or not. And I've had the Ford GT. I haven't seen that for a while, so that's what came today. Any suggestions to learn LED lighting for modern models without using the kits? Just so I can add more and show model kits. Thanks. Joseph, just follow a guy called Michael Water, Worter, on YouTube, and he'll tell you basic guides to Arduinos. Dead easy to follow. You can buy an Arduino Nano here for about it's £3 out here, so I'm guessing less than $5. You can program that and put all the lights blinking and flashing as you want, because it's dead easy to do. Oh, the volume is fine. Thank you, that. God, we are behind. I've really been chatting again, haven't I? They held an F3 race in Birmingham city centre. Can you imagine them doing it in London? I know it's been mentioned doing an F1 in London. I wouldn't like to see it. What next ship do you want to build? I hope you don't mean wooden ships, Alfred, because I don't have luck with them. And as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I do have the Sovereign of the Seas here. But we'll have to see. Randy Cooper, at the moment, if you mean starships, is actually designing a new Ghost. Now, at the MCM Comic Con last Sunday, again, it's on my social media, I saw the Hasbro Ghost, which is coming out Christmas next year. It's not even out yet. It looks a bit like the Millennium Falcon. It's quite bulky, though. But Randy Cooper's that he's actually doing is looking pretty amazing. So I can't wait to see how that's looking when that's ready to go. Patreon member today, good vibes. We have fun over on the Patreon channel. Normally, if you want to watch me cut myself or have accidents, I had a special soundbite made shouting medic, because I tend to have them on the Patreon stream. I mean, the last one we had, this scalpel was lying on the table and I leant on it. So you can imagine what happened. It's the reason now why, look, I keep plasters here. They're bacon plasters, but I keep them here because I seem to be above average of having accidents. You reckon? I think the Steelers are going to win tonight. Definitely. I don't think the Titans have got a chance tonight. No wonder you didn't get the reference. You're not into sport. I love American football. Oh, Wayne, there is a new Alien film, Alien Romulus. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I just bought the parts to build a Blade Runner police spinner car from Lego. I did design a virtual Lego builder. Wow. Not sure if I ever work again. Rheumatism and arthritis. Oh, you know what? Mrs. Wilder Wayne suffers big time with that, Gary. And the trouble is she's on the drugs for it, but every drug that she's on to treat it, I'm highly allergic to. So it's not a case of me, like, you know, there's no chance of me taking her drugs. But if I was to kiss Mrs. Wilder Wayne while she's had it, I'm that allergic to it that I could, like, puff up and stuff. So I've got an EpiPen in the house now. I'm allergic to any NSAIDs. So it's not good stuff. I get the lights thing, but not the tree. Ah, well, you need something to hold the lights. What? Very good hit. A true Christmas lover has their tree all year round. But I mean, if you have your tree up all year round, is it either too early or too late to take it down? You're either too late taking it down or you're too early putting it up. Which school of thought would you be in? I feel so humbled by the wire wheel on the DB5 yesterday. Oh no, you know what? It gets easier, Ian. It gets easier putting it in. A lot of people were saying, this confuses me. Someone might be able to tell me that my bonnet had marks in it, and they were commenting about the paint job on the bonnet. So again, I physically took it out today to look, and it's immaculate. So I don't know if the lights or my fingerprints on it have caused something on camera. I haven't looked at it myself, but the actual part's immaculate. So I don't know what everyone's talking about. Your Christmas decorations went up yesterday. See, that's the way, Peter. That's what it needs to do. Now I need to calculate how many batteries I need to buy. The music's quieter because I'm on this mic. Now, this mic, I'm on far away, and it's auto sort of like gain. So it tries to keep me between 10 and minus 10 and minus 6 decibels. These mics are made to be talking to them like this. So this is how I'd normally be talking. But I don't like having this right up to my face. It's, yeah. Don't like it. That's one of the reasons why I took the pop filter off of it. The storm of 87, I remember it big time. 2 o'clock in the morning. That was October 23rd, was it? Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Although my psychotic mother decided at 4 o'clock in the morning, because, you know, it was blowing like 80 mile an hour gust winds, to take the dog out for a walk so we can see the damage. So, of course, we're going out. Roof tiles are flinging off of buildings. And, yeah, we're taking the dog for a walk. I'm surprised I'm still here today, I'm telling you. You're hearing me, and your neighbours are hearing me too. Hello, miniatures in scale, in small scale neighbours. How's it going? It's bad for Mike. You just saying to Gary Whitfield. Obviously, Mrs. Wilder Wayne does a lot of sewing and fabric work, so it does play havoc with our hands. If there are any English Heritage members in here, Airfix are doing a 5% discount on online orders. Really? I'm an English Heritage member. I'm also a National Trust member as well. Back in the 80s, Wayne, underage drinking. Here we go. Look, to fix your winter garden, try EFK. He's in UK based. I'll have a look at that. Because if it was a motor out, that's one thing. But the lights are coming on, just nothing running. And I did think it might be a jam in the cog. No. Thank you, Lange's Workshop. You did the DeLorean working on kit for now. I'm from Jersey. I'll tell you what, kit, I'm not looking forward to putting that together. Although I have figured out a way that it goes now. When you put it on, you sort of had to put it slightly at an angle, drop it on, and then slide it forward. I've got this technique to get it on there. Because the sides do, you have to have the doors open. The sides do try to attach to the dashboard. It's going to be a fun one, that is. The wind's knocking the narrow boat too. Do you get seasick, just out of curiosity, with that motion? Could be interesting. You're at a concert around Charles music, really? Oh, wow, Pete. Oh, I hope you enjoy yourself, Pete. Watch us on demand. Have a good time, though. The DC3 is actually not here. I've put it in me other workshop down in Essex now because it's just... looking at it was just driving me crazy because you've got to put skin over that wood, and wood and metal do not stick. So trying to find something that sticks that DC3 together is a nightmare. So it's been sitting in a box and I haven't worked on it since at the moment. Hi, Morales 1985. I am going to Telford, Jost. I'm only going on the Saturday, though, and I should be there between 11 and 12. So I won't be there for when it opens, but between 11 and 12. You'll see us because Phil and Lou are coming with us, and Lou's probably going to get mobbed. So we'll have to see. Me and Phil are going to be security for Lou. Hello, Mr. Tamia. How the devil are you? You have, what I counted is 16 builds. No. I've got, look, let's count them together. So you said I've got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 16 builds there. I've got, can you see these down here? 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then I've got 21. Oh, perhaps it is 21. There's 2 builds I'm not thinking about. Oh, the Spaceballs, the Eagle 5. That's one. So that's 22. There is 23. There definitely is 23. Trying to think what the other one is. You could get the same effect of a spark by flicking a bit of tinfoil at an old fluorescent tube. So yeah, we can't be doing that. I'm in a wooden workshop, and even though I do have, look, I've got a fire extinguisher on the door. So, you know, think safe. I don't want to risk it. So I'm just all the sites that I go to say no, don't do that. You put the part an IPA in a zipper bag and then put that in the water inside. That's exactly what I've been doing, Ian. So, but there's not many websites. There's not many people on the internet showing you how to do that. I think I found about 3 videos, so I'm going to do a video on that. But I'm waiting for my actual ultrasonic cleaner fluid to come because I'm using proper cleaner rather than distilled water. So that will go in there, and then I can just drop the bag here. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne already bought me lots of bags for the reason why I'm doing it with flat bottoms. So it's going to work a treat, that is. So I've got hundreds of them. I go all out for Christmas after the wife's birthday. It was -1 in Atlanta this morning. You know what? If you're getting weather like that over there, it's coming over here. Because of the jet stream, your weather comes to you before it comes to us. Do you get a day off? I'd like to think so. I tried to get the weekends off, Mark, but sometimes, as I said, with the amount of builds I've got, I do have to do some videos at the weekend. And obviously I tend to pick something to build on the Patreon stream as well. East Coast Brooks. Hello, East Coast Brooks. Not a Falcon question, but actually about the Enterprise. What happened to the kit you're working on? A lot of people have asked that question, East Coast Brooks. I got rid of the windows and put resin. That worked a treat. But then I got rid of the reflectors as well. Now, you need the reflectors and you need a whole light system in there to light the windows. Because if you want to light it with a central light, which is what I was trying to do, the frame that the panel's attached to goes directly behind those windows. So you are going to get lines or shadows around the windows that are under those frames, it was never going to work. And I learned that the hard way. So that's why I'm just going back to the build, and I'm just building it vanilla because I want to see what it looks like. So, but I enjoyed today's one with my Q powers. You definitely want to get your 917 KH done and the Eleanor backlog done. The chances are no comment. You put yours up on the 9th as well. Mine's up now, so I'm happy. Robert's your mother's brother. Your granny. What have I started? This is a random stream tonight. You had once an Oregon weather station digital who could measure everything, such as wind speed, wind. I think they still do them, Marcus. I really do think they still do them. You did more up because we wanted to get to town or village so we could take some deliveries. Oh, Speed Builder. Thank you very much, Speed Builder. I've only just saw that. Hello, hello. Can't talk. It's the I've got something in my throat. Hang on. Hello, Roman Morales. Get no break during the live stream. No, I don't. I have to just drink like that. But when I press that, I'm not going to do it again. When I press that advert, it's weird because some people won't get served adverts, even if they haven't got an ad blocker on. And some people do. So I wonder what YouTube do to think that person needs an advert and that person doesn't. I don't know how it works. I always thought a YouTube partnership should come with a premium feature so we don't have to sit through adverts. Well, doesn't YouTube Red do that? Do YouTube Premium? You can subscribe to Premium and not get ads, am I right? Not sure. My R2-D2 build with fan home. Yeah, package 6 due to high demand. The package is delayed. I've heard that there's some delay in that at the moment, but they will be coming, so I won't worry too much about that. Schools and colleges TV. Is that where we're up to? I am so behind on chat. I really apologise. Sorry about that. I've just been yabbering for England. It's the run. I blame the run. I do try and read every comment though, so you know what I'm like. The BBC will close, to the national anthem around about 12:30. We all had to go to bed at 12:30. Oh, you use water washable. Is it okay then, Todd? I've never used it. I've heard it might be a little bit more brittle, but if that's the case, then I wouldn't have to use this technique. Because what you can do, I believe water washable resin still needs a little tiny bit of isopropic in here. I could put like 10% isopropic in the mixture, and there won't be any chance of it being flammable then. But that might be the way to go. I might have a look at that. You're thinking of no. The Elegoo Saturn's cool. Look, trust me. If you wanna big build models, big models, that one. The build plate's ginormous. It's a great printer. I mean, I've owned 3 resin printers now, and this one by far. I've got rid of all the others because this one is I just love it. Love it. As you see, look, the Falcon is now on top of the other printer because I haven't really been using my filament printer. I've just been using the resin printer. The Tribbles, they went after Halloween, but they may be back next year. It could be. Can you imagine that? Little Nelly had Bond helicopter. That'd be crazy if Agora have got that. That's a good point. You've used water washable resin, printed some fences and arbors for my Lemax village. Good stuff. No IPA needed. I will have to check that out. I've never used it, so that's interesting. Didn't know. There's a few full-scale Johnny Fives out there. There's a Facebook group dedicated to it. I'm actually a member of that Facebook group, Svi. But you know what? Apparently the guy that built that was spent like £25,000 to £30,000 building it. I mean, he can make it back in just conventions alone, but you need... it's a lot of upfront costs. Concrete convention, huh? Yeah, trust me, concrete convention. I wonder how long that took to set up. Oh, you work on the outside lights. I can't have outside lights here because I'm in a townhouse, so it's got 3 stories. So unless I really want to, I'm not good with heights anyway, but unless I want to go really high up, not good. I bet people were pouring into that concrete convention. Oh my God. Concrete has all gone to Chris Hurst's area. Yeah, definitely. I've heard there's a shortage of concrete at the moment for HS2, although now that's been knocked on the head. I bet these concrete companies are just twiddling their thumbs. Optimus is good. I still need to do the legs on the G1. I haven't got pack 7 yet. And I am enjoying the fan home one, so which we have done the leg. We've done the right leg. I'm guessing we're probably going to start doing the left leg. The dogs, if I've learned anything about Dachshunds, Mike King, sure, Esther will tell you this as well, they are needy. They just won't leave you alone. And they won't go out in the rain either. November, the next Model Build Festival in the UK. Mark in Telford. November the 11th. And 12th. I went in chat. Hope everything's good. Hello, Dr. Dream Builder, Dr. I'm Builder. Is that right? You can't have F1 in London, can't afford the ULEZ charges. Yeah, and the congestion zone, isn't it? I don't get hit by that. I actually drove to MCM Comic Con. Really easy. I didn't realise it was so easy being in London. So if I'm going to XL again, I'll be going there. But it's £25 a park. £25 a park for the day at the XL Centre. Crazy. Bacon plasters, yeah. I did have my little Star Wars ones, but this gives you an idea of how many that I use for. I run out. So I'm on the bacon ones now. Bacon plasters. Take care, tattooed zoologist. I did get there in the end, so if you're watching on demand, I did say goodbye. Here in Italy, it's tradition among many to hang Christmas decorations on December the 8th. That seems to be like a paradox. A lot of people have said December 8th. Is that like the acceptable day, is it, for Christmas decorations? December 8th. You're 22 years old in 87. Oh, you was 22-year-old in 87. I wasn't. I was born in 73, so 14, 15, 14. I think that's 14. 13. Perhaps 13. I was still watching Mask, Bruce Lee, working overtime, fighting crime. And Jason the Warriors and, I don't know, banana splits with D'Artagnan. Not D'Artagnan, D'Artagnan. D'Artagnan was a separate show. Willy Fogg. Hong Kong Phooey. I was smacked in the face by a branch in that stormed in 87. That's not good. We lost some roost tiles and the aerial fell off. I think that's we got away lucky, but so many people lost their walls. Some people say he never recovered. 27 in 87. I'm old school, 12 days before and 12 days afterwards. Yeah, the problem is with doing that, Mark, is that you go to all of that trouble to set it up. And you're like, oh, I've only just set it up. I don't want to take it down again. That's why I want to, if I'm gonna spend a good day setting things up, I want to appreciate it for a lot longer than 2 weeks. Emmanuel EPO, hello. Welcome to the channel. We're actually coming to the end of the stream. So the zipper bag in the ultrasonic trick I found out from the firearms cleaning video on YouTube. Well, I was actually watching someone cleaning utensils, medical utensils, and they were doing the same thing. So I was like, ooh. And then I found a guy who actually has got the wash station I've got, and he was pouring isopropyl alcohol directly into it. And he was saying, some people said it will blow up. And I'm like, what? So I had to do my own research, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing that. There's no way I'm doing that. As a matter of fact, if you go to the Uniformation site, they advise you to put it in a bag. They don't, if you look at their instructions, they don't tell you to put isopropyl alcohol in it. And I think that's probably for good reason. Liability. They don't want you to blow yourself up. Oh, there you go. Steve's got YouTube Premium. He doesn't get ads. So, but is that available over here though, Steve? Because, or is that just a US thing? I don't know. It's not you who's behind in chat. It's us viewers who's writing and posting faster than you can read them. The thing is, I used to stream to Twitch as well, but I've just solely put it on YouTube now because of that reason. I just couldn't keep up with the chat. But now I do try, I do a valiant effort to try and read every message. And if I've missed you, I'm sorry about that. It's because I'm whizzing down and sometimes the screen whizzes up and it's nothing personal. I'm not just completely ignoring you. It's just because I've missed your message. So please don't take it personal. You would much have preferred the Goldfinger version, provided they'd improved the detail of the internals. Wayne's paint looked brilliant. Yeah, I don't understand why people were saying my bonnet looked really bad. I'm not seeing... they're seeing something I'm not seeing, so I don't know what that is. You're loving the live stream, Mark. Well, I can keep this going for an hour, you see, but then I get exhausted after that. I know some of these live streamers stream for like 5 and 6 hours. Oh, I couldn't do that. I'd drive you all nuts. Anyway, listen, we've come to the end of another live stream. So tomorrow we've got the Millennium Falcon. Sometime over the weekend, I'm going to show you how this wash station works for the resin printer and how not to blow yourself up. And then for next week, we're going to have an Agora Models week because I've got quite a few Agora Models builds to do. So that's going to be coming next week. Usual chat schedule next week. So Patreon channel on Wednesday and then the live channel chat Thursday on the Thursday. But the week after, it just switches round. So just to let you know. But I hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. Take care of yourselves and I will see you later. Bye.